When you improve your spiritual vision, your life gets a whole lot better. See, what you see is always determined by where you look and how you look at something. Let me illustrate this by some photography principles. I think most of us take pictures from time to time. I think it's very easy to do so now with our smartphones. You can always pull out your phone and take a picture of something. And so we all now suddenly have a whole budding world of photographers out here. But to understand something about photography, you have to understand how photography works. And so there are two basic elements to the elementary aspects of photography. And number one is your framing, and number two is your focus. You'll never take a good picture unless you understand frame and focus. A frame is what you put in the picture. And so you want to get in the picture those things that bring symmetry, or those things that are most important to capture from that photograph that you're desiring to take. And so your framing is essential. You have to think about, what am I framing in this picture? For example, if I want to take a picture of this group of people in this section of the church today, I can't point my camera in this direction. I have to point my camera in the direction of the folks that I want to take a picture of, and I have to frame you so that you're seen in the picture. Not only is framing important, but also focus is important. You can have the right frame and totally be out of focus. And so focus is paying attention to what you want to see in that picture, not just what is in the picture, but what do you want to see in that picture? What is in focus and what is out of focus? Some pictures, you want everything in focus. Other pictures, you may want one particular item in focus and everything else a bit blurry. There's ways and artistic ways of doing pictures. But the point I want you to see is that you need to pay attention, if you will, in photography, to framing and focus, because what you frame and what you focus is what you're going to see. It's what's going to be produced. The same is true in your spiritual life, that your frame and your focus will determine what you see and what you see clearly. If you don't frame well and focus well, you're not going to have a clear vision. You're not going to have a clear picture. And I will tell you that what is in your view, what you're framing with your life, your frame of reference about life, and what you're focusing on in life will practically determine everything in your life. It will determine your feelings. It will determine your actions. It will determine your decisions. It will determine the directions that you take. It will determine the attitudes that you have. It will determine the values that you develop and the priorities you set in life. What you're looking at, what you're focusing on will affect all those areas.